Good morning and welcome to today's track meet news. I have some information for the parents of the first grade students and students new to our school this year about how the track meet will work, my favorite day of the school year. It happens May 10th, Friday, May 10th, and there will be no school here. So your student will be going to the track meet, and we would love to have you come with them. There are some things that will make the day more enjoyable for everyone. It's like a big field day, a picnic, and exercise all in one. The students get to perform in 4 events, 2 running and 2 field events, and there will also be some students who will do a relay race for their class. It's very important that you are there by 8 o'clock in the morning. And by there, I mean Lynn Benton Community College. They let us use their facility for the day. And yes, all right, moving on. I have a lot of information for you. I'm going to try not to forget any of it, but please know that you can just watch this over and over again because I'm using all my 15 minutes of fame to tell you this today. When you get to the track meet, you will get a map that will show you how everything will work that day. Our school will be at the north entrance, and parking there is closest to the Child Development Center. Remember, you're going to be there by 8 a.m. in the morning, which will give you plenty of time to get set up, find your lawn chairs, get your lunch out, get your breakfast out, and get your child ready for the day. They will have a bib number to wear just like they're in a real race. It needs to be pinned on the front of their Riviera Christian School Jogathon, beautiful safety orange shirt from this year. And on the back, I will have written the events that they're participating in. There will be a baggie stapled to the back of their bib that you can leave stapled there, but just pop it open every time they have an event and take out one sticker. Put that sticker on their shirt before their event. Please don't put any stickers right on their race bib because they won't come off of that, and then you'll have to find me wherever I am that day so that I can hand write a sticker for them. Just take one out of the baggie, leave the baggie on, and put it somewhere on their shirt. If it happens to rain that day, which it's not going to, you can flip up their bib and put their sticker underneath on their shirt, and that way it will stay dry until their event starts. That should give you plenty of time to get settled in. The first events of the day are the hurdles. Everyone, starting from the 6th grade, which we don't have any of, down to the 1st grade, will run the hurdles first if that's one of their events. And that will happen in this area right here. It says relay staging area right in the middle of the track. That is where also all of the running events will happen. So when you hear call to the track for something that your child is doing, you'll take them to the staging area right in the middle. And that will happen that way throughout the day. In your race packet, besides their bibs, you will get a schedule of how the events work. And at a track meet, of course, things happen all day long for different age groups. So they have that listed out for you. The running events for the 1st through 3rd grade will all happen in the morning. The running events for the 4th through 6th grade will all happen in the afternoon. Promptly at 8:45, we will have prayer and the singing of the national anthem, and then they'll start calling kids to the track. As I said, hurdles will be first. If your child is in a relay race, they'll be called to the track after that. And again, you can check on the back of their bib to see what their events are. If they are in a relay race, only the 4th runner of the relay has a sticker to put on. So if your child is running in any other position, they won't need a sticker for that race. Then they start right in with the 50 meter, and it starts with the 3rd grade, then the 2nd grade, and the 1st grade. The 100 meter, 3rd grade, 2nd grade, 1st grade, and so on to the 400 meter, which will end right before lunch. While that is going on, the 4th through 6th graders will be doing their field events. And the routing schedule for the field events happens right here. So in the morning, the field routing events are at the top of the page, and you will see 4th grade, 5th grade, and 6th grade Group 1. Riviera Christian School is in Group 1. So if you see that the 5th grade Group 2 is lining up to do something, that's not us. We're only Group 1. 4th grade Group 1, 5th grade Group 1, and 6th grade Group 1. I will have those marked on here, and they happen in different rotations because you can't really give a time for track events. So for example, if your child is in the 4th grade, their first event is a break. They don't have anything to do. And you can follow right on down. The 2nd rotation of the day, they'll do the long jump. The 3rd rotation of the day, the high jump. The 4th rotation, the discus. The 5th rotation, they will do the javelin. And the 6th rotation will be the shot put. You can find their schedule for the morning that way. It will work the same way for the 1st through 3rd graders in the afternoon. Find their event and you can tell which rotation of the afternoon it is. And otherwise you need to kind of find where that event is on the map and then check back in. There will be a board up that says what group is doing the event. Again, here is our location. The discus and the javelin will be across the track over in a field. The high jump pit is in the infield, and also the girls and boys shot put and the long jump happens really close to the finish line for all the races. Lynn Benton only asks a couple of things from us for that day, and one is when we park by the child care center when we first get there, that we not drive our cars all the way up to the field where you'll see a barn there. That's their area, they need that area, and we cannot clog that up with our cars. The other thing that they ask is that we not get on their sand volleyball pits, which are closer up to the ribbon tent and the parking lot, because they are using those and they don't want us to mess them up for that day. Otherwise, the other thing is going to the bathroom, which is kind of a necessary thing when you're there all day. There are lots of porta potties located around the field, and they would like us not to go into their buildings to use the bathroom, but just to stick to the porta potties. All right, so hurdles and relays, first thing in the morning, 3rd through 1st will run their events while the 4th through 5th is doing their field events. Then after lunch, the 4th through 6th grade, it will go 4th graders first, 5th graders, 6th grade for each distance run. That will start after lunch. So if you have an older child who's running a big race, you may want to be careful about what snacks they have and what they eat for lunch. And in the afternoon, the 1st through 3rd graders will go to their field events. Check back and forth often with this sheet and with the map so that you can see as many other students at Riviera do their events. If your child is interested in the high jump, we don't practice that here, but they are permitted to try that as one of their field events. And if you take them to it to watch some of the older kids, maybe even next year they would want to try that. I will give you a sheet that looks like this, and on one side will be our 3rd, 4th, and 5th graders, and on the other side will be our first and 2nd graders, separated out by girls and boys events. It will have every student in our school and the events that they're participating in so that you can find them on this sheet and go watch their events. Your child needs to be prepared to be there all day, no matter what the weather. If it snows, just bundle them up and send them anyway. Rain, no problem, because we're Oregonians. They should have something on for the morning that will keep them a little warmer, maybe some stretchy pants over some PE shorts. They need to definitely have their orange jogathon shirt on and good running shoes tied securely so they do not come off during a race. They're all trained just to keep running even if their shoe comes off. But of course we hope that doesn't even happen because it will slow them down. So make sure you pack lawn chairs to sit in. If you have a canopy, you can set that up. We will have our canopy and our Riviera Christian School banner out. So we'll all be gathered in one area, have snacks, have plenty of water, have healthy food for lunch. There is a concession stand there, but it sells very limited, more snack-like items. And you will be responsible for your child that day. The teachers will all be there. We all love this day. But you are responsible for your child. You're responsible to make sure they get to their 4 events. You can find their teacher or find me if you need help navigating that. But it's your job to keep your child out of the sand pits and out of the trees. We have had some tree climbing in the past. And that's not very safe. And make sure that the ways that your child is playing that day are appropriate for all the other schools that are around. We want to be a good example of Riviera Christian School and what it means to be a child of God. And so we hope that even our parents can be a good example of that in how they dress and how they conduct themselves that day. So because your child will have on a t-shirt and PE running shorts, make sure that you're dressed appropriately as well. It'll be a great day, and I am really excited to see everybody there. Thank you. Okay, last but not least, please be looking for a sheet that will look something like this to come home next week, because the track meet is the end of next week, next Friday. That gives you some last minute information, some reminders, and importantly, a little technological doodah on the back that will tell you how to get to Lynn Benton Community College if you need help with that. So please be looking for that sheet to come home. And always call the school, call me if you have questions. I want to make this day fun for everyone.